What you mean?
What?
Are we reading the same thing, Beeps? Wait a second.
This one?
Hold on. What?
Am I the asshole for refusing to cook for my family despite cooking for myself and saying they deserve to go hungry?
That's a wild title.
So I, 16M, still live with my family,
Not the
obviously.
asshole. Damn, already.
I have chores
16.
just like my siblings, but something I do for fun and because I love and have a passion for cooking. I started cooking for myself 3 years ago. I'd cooked before, but nothing like the last 3 years. I enjoy making my own breakfast and dinner and even lunch if I have no school. My parents saw I was cooking more and they added that to my list of chores because mom said they didn't want to waste food and dad said it was rude to cook for only one person.
Oh no! What you made?
We're going to turn your hobby and your love from cooking into a requirement for the family. We're not going
Where are
to
the parents?
nurture your love for cooking. We're going to make you
Set it on
resent
fire.
it.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind cooking for everyone, but they are so effing ungrateful. My siblings and parents alike. Complaints I got were too spicy, wanted potatoes instead of rice, wanted
This is not a
rice
restaurant.
instead of noodles, wanted beef instead of chicken, wanted something plain instead of spicy, wanted no veggies, wanted a more veggie-focused meal, wanted lasagna instead of a pasta bake, didn't want soup, didn't like the flavor of the soup, didn't want something sweet, wanted something sweet, changed mine and wanted meat well done, wanted more kinds of potatoes, and the list goes on. You have
This is a
someone
baby.
cooking
16.
for you for free. You have someone that has a love for cooking that you turn into a personal chef, and then you can make your own food then. Like, you know that, right? None of this was constructive either. It was whining and complaining. I did start out asking what I should do, but everyone wanted something different, and I'm still in school. I can't spend 6 hours cooking dinner on a school night so my siblings can have pizza, fries, nuggets, tacos, and my parents can have a steak, potatoes, and gravy, and all the trimmings, or none of the trimmings, but 5 different kinds of potatoes.
I'm speechless.
I even made a weekly meal plan for a while, and they wouldn't complain until after they ate it. I spoke to my family about the way they were behaving, and my mom told me that's the reality of cooking for a family. No, it's not. Quit justifying your bad behavior. Quit justifying your rudeness and own up that you are not being fair.
Someone made the choice to have a family here, and it wasn't your son. You're just saying.
That part. She said my siblings and dad had always been like that with her. I pointed out I hadn't been, and she just said that she said, yeah, but it's a part of life. I told her, so she decided to treat me worse than I treated her, and she told me I was being difficult. I told her no, she was taking everyone else's behavior out on me.
T.
Good.
T.
Good. Hold her accountable.
Okay, introspection. Okay, 16, introspection. Yes.
A few times my dad or one of my siblings would say I wasn't a very good cook and they hated eating my food. So I said I wouldn't cook anymore. My dad and my mom got pissed and my siblings would call me uncool.
Oh, hell no.
So I stopped cooking for them. I cook just for me again and my parents are furious. They all come home hungry and I have nothing ready for them. Not even my siblings. My parents told me it's disrespectful and I cannot continue, and I said that they were all disrespectful and ungrateful ones, shitting all over what I made for them. They told me I shouldn't be okay with letting them go hungry, and I said they all deserve to go hungry. My parents said it was a disgusting attitude, and they grounded me for 2 weeks. Am I the asshole?
Is the autonomy in the room with us? I want to know.
Make your own food.
Parents suck.
Make your own food. Do not make your children personal live-in chefs. You're an adult whining to a 16-year-old that they aren't cooking every single day for you.
A baby. A baby.
Literally children. You are grown adult children.
Every day.
Not the asshole. You are a minor. It is your parents' responsibility to take care of you. Did they forget about this? Period. End of story. You are a minor. And like, yeah, it could have fostered a more conditional love of
Why couldn't they
cooking
cook
for
with you?
Yeah,
Why couldn't they
cook
cook
with you. Like,
Yeah.
all you did was shit on this kid's personal interest. And you're like, oh, you're not cooking for us anymore? Oh, my, that's so disrespectful. You
It's
did
like
this.
they hate the kid for cooking. Because you could have been there. You could have supported the kid. You could have told the family, no. Where are the parents?
Right. You made this cake, and now you gotta eat it.
Yeah, we should do caffeine. That should be our
Ooh,
keyword.
caffeine keyword? Ooh, that's a good one. Oh.
Oh my god. Will I be the asshole for calling CPS on my sister because I disagree with how she's raising her daughter? Making a long story short here, the day after Christmas, my 16-year-old niece, Emma, called me sobbing, begging to come live with me. She said her house was a prison and her parents wouldn't let her be happy anymore. We talked for a while, and what she told me was confirmed as true by my sister when I talked to her. Emma has always had lopsided grades with A's in English and history but C's and D's in math and science. This time last year, she was diagnosed with ADHD, which I knew because I was diagnosed a few years ago, and my sister called me to ask my opinion on how well non-medication treatments worked. Since her husband was adamantly opposed to letting Emma take what her doctor prescribed for fear of her becoming addicted. Medication and intuitive living have always worked best for me, but when I was pregnant with my kids and couldn't take meds, I got by with the recommended ADHD diet, an exercise regime, and a good routine. It turns out my brother-in-law has taken that into hyperdrive and gone full prison guard on Emma's life in order to get her grades up. She has a strict routine that only includes school and or studying, exercise, and family meal times. She's not allowed any contact with friends outside of school and eats a special diet that doesn't include dairy, caffeine, or sweets of any kind. Everything distracting has been taken out of her room, including all of her books. We don't even have book talk. Sorry. And
Let's go, adult children that never talk to their parents.
Right?
That's what you're gonna get, baby.
Including all of her books and beloved paintings by my late mother. Her science and math grades have come up to B's, which my brother-in-law insists means the routine is working, but still can't ease up on yet, since she hasn't come to her full potential. The incident that triggered her phone call, she stole her brother's phone while he was sleeping because she's not allowed a phone or unsupervised computer time,
Oh my God.
was her being banned from celebrating Christmas with the family, since it would be a deviation from her routine. Oh, hell no.
Your parents
feel
went
like this is-
full dictator. Like, how do we make our daughter feel more motivated for school? I know, let's cut her out of the family. Treat her like
And tell her it's her fault. Make
treat her
feel
like a
even worse.
prisoner in her own house.
She's not allowed to talk to anybody at all, including friends and family. This is weird.
This is weird.
This is weird.
This is too much.
I feel like this has fallen into awful territory and has only gone on so long due to the current wellness, I'll say. I got my sister on the phone and she broke down crying, saying that she's begged her husband to ease up, but that openly insinuating a lighter set of rules or telling Emma to ignore him will absolutely lead to a divorce.
Wait.
Good. I'm sorry.
What?
She says she's weighed in options, and since her husband would definitely get 50-50 custody of the kids, spurring a divorce to get Emma out of brother-in-law's rules one half the time for the next 2.5 years of high school isn't worth the kids being in a broken home and losing her kids one half the time. Especially with the other two still just 13 and 10. She said she'd work on him.
I can fix him. No.
Yeah,
honey,
I can
you
fix
can't.
him. But according to my nephew, my brother-in-law has been even hard on Emma since he found out we talked. I think CPS and the school need to be aware of this, but my dad says it's not against the law to be strict. My husband says I would be wasting resources calling them since it's not serious enough for the courts to get involved. I just don't know what else to do. I feel like CPS should at least get Emma real treatment.
God damn. Yeah. This dad can eat eggs for real.
You're punishing your daughter for being neurodivergent. That's twisted. You're trying to beat the neurodivergence out of her.
Yep.
That's twisted.
Yeah, this is domestic abuse, 100%. Yeah, I think you're totally justified in calling CPS.
I think we should call CPS for sure.
Absolutely. I wonder if there's when was this posted? 3 years ago?
This is...
Nope, there's no...
It's like he's trying to normalize her. He's like, oh, well, is there something I can do that's not medicated because that's bad? What?
So OP, I don't know what comment that OP is replying to, but it says, Emma has zero contact with the outside world. That's the issue. I know CPS might not do anything, but I feel like even making a record of a concerned adult reaching out about Emma would be helpful. My brother-in-law monitors Emma pretty much at all times, so she can't deviate from the routine. She can't talk to a teacher or guidance counselor or friend's parent. My dad and aunt have called trying to speak to her and were told no for the same reason.
This is weird. Something is not right here.
Yeah, this is weird. This is too far. This isn't just routine. This is control. Like
The fear, divorce as well.
right. This is there's abuse. Yeah, he is weirdly obsessed with her, right? Cutting off all ties, period, to anyone outside of the family is still weird, but like cutting off ties to family also,
Yeah.
the issue here isn't grades.
No.
This isn't just about grades.
Nope.
Like
I feel I'm getting that intuition thing where I just something feels really wrong.
I asked my sister what she would do if Emma ran away over being treated like this, and she told me that their burglar alarm would chime if any windows or doors were opened, which I guess is normal, but I found pretty chilling, all things considered. Emma is completely isolated, and if heaven forbid something extremely harmful happened to her, she would have no way to contact anyone.
I'm in
She's
the same mindset
literally
as
a
Auntie.
prisoner.
I'm in the same mindset as Auntie. There's something really disturbed about this.
Yeah, we've got the post and 2 replies from OP. Oh God, that's scary.
That's scary.
The fact that OP's sister jumped to "I can't escape with the kids, husband would be alerted before we were out the door" is horrifying. Yeah, right. Not the asshole, even a little bit.
Not the asshole. No.
Call CPS.
Please.
All right, do we want a new keyword search? Keyword bat, delta, popcorn, possum.
Possum is actually pretty good.
Possum's pretty good. Rock
Pretty great.
climbing. Let's try possum.
Let's try possum.
Possum. What could possum possibly get
Legal.
us?
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm here. All right, prediction going live right now. Am I the asshole for not preemptively telling all my dinner guests that the food contained deer meat? All right, so how are we split on here? 70% asshole. Really?
Interesting.
A couple of weeks ago, my dad's friend gave my dad some deer meat that he hunted last fall. I guess he was wanting to get rid of it since it was getting a little old. My dad offered me some. It was vacuum sealed, stored in his friend's deep freeze since November, and looked to be in good shape. I took some. I had some friends over this weekend. I thought it'd be cool to make something with the deer. I made a Mexican dish called salpicon from the deer shoulder, where you cook and shred the meat and marinate it in citrus juice and serve it cold with chopped radishes, cilantro, onion, etc. That sounds so good. Everyone liked it, but I'll admit there was no way to know it was deer because it was shredded and marinated. I mentioned it in conversation that I was making deer, so most people knew, but I didn't make it a point to tell everyone. Someone mentioned that you would think that it was beef. My friend's wife asked what it was, and I told her it was deer. She freaked out. She made some disgust noises, stood over the sink like she might vomit, but didn't, then came back to me so mad saying, "Why are you serving us deer? That's disgusting. I don't eat deer. You have to tell people before serving exotic ingredients."
Bigotry. Oh, sorry.
Deer is deer exotic?
No.
That's
No.
that is
No.
a domestic animal.
It really is. Okay, we as people who didn't come from North America are more exotic than the deer.
Yeah, it's a game animal.
Yeah.
I apologized and we had a little back and forth about it. Basically, her point is that if you're serving out of the ordinary foods, then you have to tell people ahead of time. If someone doesn't eat pork, for example, they know pork is a common food and are aware to make sure the host knows and will check if there is pork in something. But no one expects deer to be served, so you wouldn't even think about checking. I didn't think deer was that strange. I did mention to others that it was deer, just as conversation. Everyone just acted like that sounds good. She started saying things like, just in case, here's a list of animals I don't eat. Deer, rats, dogs, cats, possums, etc. So you listed deer first, and then you proceeded to list vermin and pets.
Right? Oh,
of which deer is neither.
This is that undertone, like being an asshole.
Yeah.
This is the not, I won't say exactly how I feel, but you'll feel it.
Mm-hmm. This gives me native people's racism.
Yes. Yeah.
Am I wild for that?
No, you're not. No, it's there. I smell it. It's there.
I was getting annoyed, and at this point I jokingly said, don't worry, next time I'll make a special plate of chicken nuggets and fries just for you.
Oop, oop. You could have just ate the food at the table.
That was the word I was looking for. Thank you. As an indigenous person,
that's the word,
that's what indigenous people eat and often still. So yeah, that's racist. Okay. Suburban supremacist vibes.
That's what it is, Allison.
Yes.
That's what the fuck it is.
We eventually changed the subject. She was fuming the rest of the dinner, and they left pretty soon after. I asked people after they left if I was wrong, and most said I should have announced at the table that there was deer in it, since it's not a common ingredient. Everyone else did eat and enjoy the deer. Am I the asshole?
No, you need better friends, bestie. You need better fucking friends.
Maybe it's because I'm from Midwestern Missouri, grown up in the sticks, as they call it. I grew up on a farm in the country. Maybe it's just like commonplace for me. Let's see what Reddit has to say. I'm afraid, but we're gonna try.
I'm scared.
Not the asshole, but depends on where you live. Honestly, where I live, deer is not exotic at all. Maybe it is for people in like Los Angeles or something. I don't know. How the heck is deer considered exotic? Yeah, it is literally. It's a not domestic. Yeah, domestic animal. It is a.
It's native to the
native here. So for the prediction, not the asshole. I don't think you should have to announce that. I don't like. Maybe it's uncommon, but I feel like you shouldn't have to announce that.
The thing about this that kind of stings for me, it's that it's the exoticizing of something that's native, especially when it relates to actual people.
Right.
Because this is the kind of crap that people have to deal with in these environments, where what is normal and natural to them is treated as foreign, even though it's not.
Right.
Intentionally so to isolate and separate. It's gross.
Right.
Ew.
And yeah, he wasn't not like he was trying to hide it to be like intentionally misleading or anything. If someone actually had a problem with it, they would have asked before eating. Just like if you're vegan, she's just flexing her entitlement. That's what it feels like. Like if you actually had like a huge issue with eating game animals and you were going to a dinner party, I feel like you'd be like, yeah, what are we having? Not even necessarily being like, hey, I don't eat these animals. Just like, yeah, sure, what's gonna be there? And you'd be like, oh, I'm making salpicon from deer shoulder. And you'd be like, hey, I don't actually eat deer. That's totally fine. Me, I have issues eating a lot of things, so I always ask what's being served if I can bring something so I know I can eat something. Right, Sweet Beat. Like if it was an actual issue, you would have asked first. It feels like you were being dramatic about it. Like maybe there's a deeper issue here, but it just feels disingenuous. You know what I mean?
It does. Chicken nuggets without real meat for you in the future. There you go. We haven't had any assholes today, babes.
Should I go looking for an asshole?
Yeah, we need an asshole. We can't leave without an asshole.
Chat, give me some keywords that basically guarantee the story comes from an asshole. Alpha male? Haven't we done alpha male?
Alpha male is so fucking good. Yes.
Have we done alpha male? Call of Duty.
We done beta male.
Beta male? Oh, wait a minute.
Beta male.
Wait a minute. Beta male. I'm so conflicted. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Fuck it. Am I the asshole for backing out of a lease with friends after some jokes? Chat.
Ooh, we're like 50-50 on this?
50-50.
Really? Oh.
I, 22, female, live with my best friend and ex-girlfriend, 22, female. Ex and I are friendly and living together has been emotionally tolling, but doable. My current lease ends in August. I asked a few guy friends of mine if they'd be interested in taking me in as their third roommate after the next lease period. They agreed, and we toured some spots around town. Last week at a party at the current house, and there were people who knew the host but didn't know each other. The boys who I was meant to move in with got to the party and immediately started saying the party next door is full of, oh my god, sorry, Okay, the boys who I was meant to move in with got to the party and immediately started saying the party next door is full of fat fucks and ugly bitches, among a few very disgusting things. Didn't even say hi, no manner fucking happened. Just walked in and started saying a bunch of very rude and wrong things about our neighbors. I was embarrassed because they're my friends, and I've had people I invited that did not know them. I called them out and said something along the lines of, "That's enough, you're being an asshole," and they proceeded to continue making misogynistic jokes and calling me a liberal for the remainder of their time there. The next day I went over to their house and told them I would be living with my ex and best friend instead. They got upset at me, saying that they were just about to sign the lease and now they have to find an affordable place for just the two of them. I told them I didn't feel comfortable living with guys who are very nice, respectful one-on-one, but proceed to become edgy beta males when surrounded by other men.
There it
I told them, there it
is!
is, right there. I told them it seemed like I never knew them and that it showed me a side of them I didn't want to live with. Now they're absolutely pissed about this. They're telling our mutual friends that I am definitely a snowflake. I can't handle a few jokes. I want to point out that a dark joke is in good taste and at the right moment is hilarious. But there's a difference between dark humor and just straight up being an asshole to people.
Exactly. Wow, we're so surprised that these fucking fuck boys absolutely blew up in anger after they didn't get their way. Whoa!
Shock. My friends and I are split over this. Some say I shouldn't have left them out to dry after saying we would sign a lease together for the past month, and the other half understood why I did what I did. Am I the asshole for backing out of this lease over how they acted at my party? No, you good.
It seems
That's
like
intuition.
you found out that half of your friends need to be dropped off the face of the
Literally
planet.
gone,
And you found
gone
out
away.
that your friends are assholes.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
Call you
Yeah,
a
that's a
snowflake?
safety issue, right?
It really is a safety issue. You are not safe with
I
them.
would fear for my safety in that sort of environment. But we didn't sign a lease. It was a gentleman's agreement at best, and these boys were not gentlemen, so bye-bye.
Ooh,
Right.
come through.
Real. But this isn't even just about protecting your peace. It's about literal safety concerns. Anyone who feels comfortable barging into a room of strangers and just being overtly misogynistic is not going to treat you like a human being. It kind of sounds like they were trying to manipulate you one-on-one to get you to sign that lease and trap you into a place where you had to live there or face financial consequences. Yeah, not
You
the
were
asshole even a
correct.
little bit. Not only are
protecting
you
your
not
peace.
the asshole, you are objectively correct.
Yes.
Not the asshole. Easy. Free range cum, grass fed cum. Please don't feed your partners cum. I mean, grass.